Okay. Okay. I will call this meeting to order at 12:31 p.m. So for Territorial Acknowledgement, we respectfully acknowledge that the SFSS is located on the traditional unceded territories of the Coast Salish peoples, including the Musqueam, Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, Coquitlam, and Katzie nations. Unceded means that these territories have never been handed over, sold, or given up by these nations and are currently situated on occupied territories. And to check whose lands you are on, because we're not all at SFU on Burnaby Mountain, you can go to nativeland.ca, which the other me has linked in the chat. Personally, I am on the lands of the Semiahmoo, Katzie, Tsawwassen, Stolo, Masonic, and Kwantlen nations. Okay, now I'll move on to roll call of attendance. So please state your names, pronouns, and access needs, and I can go first. I'm Jennifer, she, her pronouns, and there's just 2 of me right now because I'm having tech difficulties. So in case one of my computers shuts down, then there'll always be that backup. Next is Abby.
Hi, everyone. My name is Abby. My pronouns are he, him, and all my access needs are met.
Thanks, Abby. Okay. Next is not here. Emily.
Hi, my name is Emily. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and all my access needs are met.
Thanks, Emily. Karishma.
Hi, my name is Karishma. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and my access needs are met.
Thank you, Karishma. Emma.
Hi, my name is Emma. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I just need to leave at 1:20 for another meeting.
Okay. Thanks, Emma. Fiona.
Hi, my name is Fiona, and my pronoun is she and hers. All my access needs are met.
Thank you, Fiona. Ahad.
Hi, I'm Ahad. My pronouns are he, him, and my access needs are being met. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll move on to society staff then. Our admin assistant, Christina.
Hi, my name is Christina, and my pronouns are she, her, hers, and all my access needs are met.
Thanks, Christina. I'll move on to adoption of the agenda. Oh, actually, no, Dipti is here. Dipti can do her introduction. Hello? Oh, it's connecting to audio. Hey, Dipti, we're just doing introductions right now, so do you want to go ahead?
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Dipti. I am the events coordinator around she, her, hers.
Thanks, Dipti. Okay, yeah, so moving on to adoption of the agenda. Be it resolved to adopt the agenda as presented. Can I get a mover?
Karishma.
Thanks, Karishma. Can I get a seconder?
Fiona.
Thanks, Fiona. I do have to make some amendments. I need to add, okay, so right after this, I want to make sure the online activism burnout event, I need to add an agenda item, but it's like a presentation right after this part. So Christina, is that possible?
Yeah, I think you can add a discussion item just before this.
It wouldn't be a discussion item, it would be a presentation.
Okay, yeah, you can add a presentation.
Okay, cool. Wait, some people have listed. Dipti, do you want to go ahead?
Can I also add women personal safety and self-defense workshop, just a discussion item?
Abby?
I finally have the Global Talent Night post-event report, so we're going to put that under discussion items at the end. Okay. And then I'll link it then.
But you already gave the verbal report. Was there anything different that you were going to say? Because we can just email out the attachment.
Okay, yeah, let's just do that then. Never mind.
Okay. So, okay, I also have more amendments. So moving the online activism burnout presentation to right after we do these amendments for the agenda. I also need to add a regrets section right after the presentation. to add regrets from Yashvir Gupta and Prem Lakid. And then add an announcement that SFSS Events and SFU Recreation is hosting a food workshop this Friday. So in total, I'll say the amendments again. So first, moving the online activism burnout event presentation to right after we do the agenda amendments. Adding the women's personal safety as a discussion item, adding the regrets section, and adding the announcement with SFU Recreation collaboration. Okay, I'll move that batch of amendments. Does anyone want to second?
Abby.
Thanks, Abby. Now we're voting on the amendment. So all in favor, seeking unanimous consent? Okay, that carries. Now we're back to the main motion, which is be it resolved to adopt the agenda as amended. All in favor, seeking unanimous consent? Unmute your mic if you dissent or abstain. Okay, cool. Now we'll move on to the presentation. So Yulia, do you just want to talk about your event a little bit?
Sure, I'll just turn on my camera. There we go. Okay, so the event that I am planning is an online activism burnout event, but it's also just mainly centered not only on online activism, but also on just social media burnout in general, because a lot of students are experiencing that during the COVID-19 pandemic. So the event would begin with a 20 to 30-minute interactive presentation on online activism and social media burnout by mental health and disability activist Michaela Basile from SFU DNA. And after this, there would be a 15 to 20-minute Q&A period. And the event would basically cover how to deal with online activism burnout, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. The objective is basically to discuss healthy ways to prevent and deal with burnout when engaging in political activism on social media, but also just how to discuss how to deal with burnout, online burnout more generally. And the target audience for this event is basically just all SFU student activists, but also SFU students more generally who are, I guess, more active online. For the date and the time, we are planning this for next week on Wednesday, March 17th. I know it's a bit quick, so if it needs to get pushed back, we can do that. But that is the date that we are planning it for. And to measure the success of the event, I would just be looking at turnout. If we get 15 or more people, then that would be our measurement of success. And I might also send out a short post-event survey just to see like what worked, what didn't, what we can do next time. So the only thing that I really need support with right now is the budget just for the honorarium, which would be $100 for the speaker. But that's all I have for now.
Awesome, thank you so much. So wait, sorry, did I pronounce your name right? Was it Yulia? Okay, awesome. Since it is next week, I feel like it's really soon, but I'm also noticing this is the same time as a workshop that's for like the events committee, but I'm also promoting to everybody. It's the same time as the inclusive events workshop, which is happening from 12:30 to 2 p.m. on the same day. And I've invited like a bunch of events committee members, the board, and just students in general who are like part of the club. So it might have to be like, I would prefer if we didn't have like 2 events at the same time. And like, if you haven't sent, like, if you don't have a graphic for it yet, you might have to like, it might take time to get that as well. But you said that the date and time is kind of tentative. Oh yeah, Yulia, you can go ahead.
Yeah, just for the graphics, I have something already planned. I know I put down that it would be good to have support from SFSS staff for making graphics, but I already have that down by myself. And for the date, I did set it to Wednesday, but the backup date for that would be Friday of that week. So the 19th, if that works as well. But again, if it needs to be pushed back more, we can definitely do that.
I think the 19th works, but there is an SFU Disability and Neurodiversity Alliance meeting, but Michaela has graduated, so I don't think she needs to be at that. So I think the 19th could work if it's not like an event for SFU DNA, like that the execs need to be at, or that the SFSS board needs to be at, because that day is also like our development session day. Yeah, I think Friday might be better, but does anyone else have any thoughts or questions? Oh, Abby, you can go ahead.
I think the event's a great idea, and I'd be happy to help support the marketing material and all that.
Abby, Emily?
Yeah, I also think the idea is really good. I'm just wondering, can you give us more background information about the speaker, maybe their qualifications?
Yeah, so I know Michaela Basile, she was pretty active with SFU DNA while she was a student. And she is just generally pretty active online as a mental health and disability activist. And since there is that intersection of not only with activism being more online now in COVID, in the pandemic, not only that, but also a lot of disability activists do have a lot of experience with online activism, just because that is a more accessible means of activism for a lot of them. So that's why I asked Michaela if she wanted to help us out, just with her experience with her online activism and the intersection with her also being a disability and mental health activist at the same time.
More questions? Okay, I actually have a question. Is there like a tentative list of topics that Michaela is going to be talking about, or is it more like an interactive Q&A type of thing?
Yeah, so what I asked her was if she would be okay with just coming up with her own presentation, that I would support her in the process if she needs it. Just anything she wants to specifically talk about with regard to her experiences. So I left it pretty open-ended in that way. So anything she wants to talk about, she can talk about. So there isn't like a direct list of topics, but the main topic would just be experiences with online activism and just social media involvement in general, and how to deal with the burnout.
Awesome. Any more questions? Okay, we do have a motion on this later, where we're gonna vote to approve $100 for the event. So if you have any questions, please say it now, because I think Yulia has to go soon. Okay, I'll count down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I think that's everything. So thank you so much, Yulia, for coming in and presenting. I will just let you know after this meeting if we like pass the motion or not.
Perfect. Thank you so much for having me.
No worries. Bye. Okay, cool. Now we will move on to the next section on the agenda, which is regrets. So be it resolved to ratify the regrets from, okay, hopefully the language is right. Be it resolved to ratify regrets from Yashvir Gupta and Pum Lakid. Can I get a mover for this?
Heather.
Thanks, Heather. Can I get a seconder?
Abby.
Thank you, Abby. For discussion, it's pretty straightforward. They couldn't make it today. If there's no further discussion, I'll move on to a vote. So all in favor seeking unanimous consent? Unmute your mic if you dissent or abstain. Okay, that motion is carried. Now we'll move on to matters arising from the minutes. Be it resolved to receive and file the following minutes. Events 2021, February 24th. Can I get a mover?
Happy.
Thanks, Abby. Can I get a seconder?
Heather.
Thanks, Heather. Yeah, again, pretty straightforward. Hopefully everyone has had a chance to review the minutes and there are no mistakes and it looks good. Wait, I'm gonna see if there's the business is misspelled. Oh yeah, it is. But that's a pretty easy fix. Anyway, other than that, if there's no discussion on the minutes, then I'll move on to a vote. All in favor, seeking unanimous consent. Unmute your mic if you dissent or abstain. Okay, that is carried. Now we're on to new business. I think we don't need to like amend the agenda to change the typo, right? I don't think we do. Okay, so it's good. No, it's not 6.1 anymore. It's 7.1 because we added that. No, it's 8.1 because we added the regrets in the presentation. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anti-racism workshops. Okay, I'll read the whole motion. Whereas the MARE stands for Mandatory Anti-Racism Education. Working group will be hosting 4 anti-racism workshops, whereas BIPOC individuals with lived experiences will be hosting the workshops. Whereas BIPOC individuals deserve to be compensated for their time and labor, be it resolved to approve an honorarium of $1,000 for the anti-racism workshop speakers, with this amount being divided between the 4 speakers. Okay, can I get a mover for this?
Emily?
Thanks, Emily. Can I get a seconder?
Emma?
Thanks, Emma. Okay, so for discussion, basically this was from the mandatory anti-racism education working group. Unfortunately, the people, actually, wait, Emily, are you part of that group? Okay, yeah, feel free to interrupt me if you want to talk about it, but basically it's pretty straightforward. From March 21st to April 24th, there will be 4 workshops, once a week for 4 weeks, and it's basically to educate students about anti-racism, providing resources, tools on how to be effective allies. Is it allies or allies? It's allies, right?
Allies.
Okay. Okay, ally is the name, ally is like ally. Okay, cool. It says there'll be how to be anti-racist, anti-Black racism, anti-Indigenous racism, and anti-Asian racism, and those are the 4 workshops, I assume. There's $1,000 divided between the 4 workshop leaders, which amounts to like $250 each. Yeah. Anything you want to add, Emily? Okay, cool. Any questions or discussion for this? Dipti, you can go ahead.
We have names of the instructors. Are those like industry professionals or they are students?
Let me ask. Actually, Emily, do you know?
Yeah, so far we've confirmed 2 speakers. I think they're not students. Some of them are profs, some of them are elders from the community. I'll just find the doc really quick if you give me a second.
Yeah, it's pretty sensitive topic, so we want to make sure they're like industry professionals, so they know to use the right word and we're not really bringing anything that might create contradictions.
Sometimes I wonder how many people are multitasking during events committee meetings. Oh, okay. Abby, do you want to go ahead?
So I'm just going to confirm this one more time just to make sure.
Yes.
This is not some student or something who's coming in and teaching this. This is trained, like I think you said it's listed here, professors or elders that are coming in to train us.
But only 2 are confirmed. It's
Because again, I don't want to like throw any disrespect their way, but if we're paying $250 for a student to come in and talk to us, I'm not okay with that. That seems like way too much. If we're paying an elder or a professor who actually knows what they're saying, right, then that's okay, right? You're paying for the professionalism, but I want to make sure we're getting like what we're paying for.
Dipti, you had a direct response?
Abby, I think that's what Emily is looking into. I think they are professionals, or maybe I'm not sure if professors, but I also have one name, just in case if Emily wants. She had given, I had attended this presentation at City of Maple Ridge, and it was about racism in the community. So if you need the contact, let me know. I would be happy to share that.
Awesome.
And the person is professor, I think, with, I'm not sure if with UBC or which other institution, but
It kind of sounds, or it looks like the topics are pretty set for each week, and we just need to find, like, we just need to find people, because it listed here, it says how to be anti-racist, anti-Black racism, anti-Indigenous racism, and anti-Asian racism. So I assume they're getting an elder for the anti-Indigenous racism week, and so on. I'll ask for more details.
Okay, sorry for the wait. I found it. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Please let me know if you have any troubles accessing it. I did switch the permissions. So this hasn't been updated in a while, but here it says that we have one person confirmed for the anti-Black racism workshop.
Okay. Okay, so I just asked Nafoli, and she said for the anti-racism one, it's a consultant from Cicely Blaine Consulting, which I see on the doc. For the anti-Black racism one, Terry, and it says that it's confirmed. Anti-Indigenous racism, Annie Ross, and anti-Asian racism, it's like in collaboration with the UBC, and it looks like, well, Nafoli said that all of them have been confirmed, like as of 2 seconds ago when I was messaging her. But yeah, it's like a consulting group and like a professor and so on. Wow, I feel like consulting groups are usually pretty pricey, so I feel like maybe $250 is pretty reasonable. Any questions about these speakers? Questions, comments, thoughts on the speakers? Okay. Okay, I'm getting thumbs up emojis, so I think we're good to move on to a vote. So again, this is $1,000 and it's $250 per speaker because 1,000 divided by 4 is 250. Okay. I'll move on to a vote and I'll just read the be it resolved part. So be it resolved to approve an honorarium of $1,000 for the anti-racism workshop speakers, with this amount being divided between the 4 speakers. All in favor, seeking unanimous consent? Unmute your mic if you dissent or abstain. Okay, so that motion is carried. And now I'll move on to the next motion, which we just had a presentation on earlier, which is the online activism burnout event. Okay, so you already have access to the event plan, but I'm just going to link it here in the chat again. So the motion is be it resolved to approve $100 for the online activism burnout event. Can I get a mover?
Abby.
Thanks, Abby. Can I get a seconder?
Fiona.
Thanks, Fiona. So for discussion, Yulia is actually a student from the SFSS External and Community Affairs Committee, and she had the idea to host this event, but this isn't a part of that committee's portfolio, which is why she came to events. And then she just had that presentation, we asked questions. Yeah, any other questions? Okay. Yeah, I think we've exhausted all of our questions from the presentation. So I'll move on to a vote. So I'll read the be it resolved clause. Oh, actually, Emily, you can go ahead.
Sorry, I don't have a question, but more of a comment. I just think $100 is a lot for the time allotted. I think it said 20 to 30 minutes and then a Q&A after.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be 1 hour, 20 to 30 minute interactive presentation on online activism, then 15 to 20 minutes. So I'm pretty sure Michaela would have to stay there for like an hour. I don't know if it counts, if that hour counts like preparation, like preparing the slides or anything. But yeah, what does everyone think? Is $100 too much for like preparing slides and being there for Q&A and presentation? Abby, you can go ahead.
I don't think it's totally egregious, but it's definitely on like the higher end. Like it definitely makes me sweat a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like usually for honorarium, we provide like $50 to $250. It's $250 if it's like, you know, like a professor. The speaker is not really a student anymore. Actually, I'll link her profile. I think it's here. Oh, the page is missing. Emily, you can go ahead.
I think the only issue I have with it is I don't really know what her background is that much. Like Yulia did answer my question, but I feel like it was pretty vague. I should have maybe asked a follow-up question for more details, but I'm just wondering what training she's had to offer advice. I know that she has lived experience as an activist, but I'm just wondering. And I don't expect anyone to answer this.
I found her profile, if that helps. That's her Instagram. Oh, yeah, okay. It says Michaela is a passionate activist for healthcare reform and disability justice. As a young person with lived experience of mental health and disability, she's experienced the healthcare system firsthand. Okay, yeah, so it says she's had volunteer work experience. Oh my gosh, she has a lot of followers. Like her posts, I think she's an alum, and some of the posts are like true or false, like how much do you know about mental health, and then like there's like informational posts if you scroll down. I don't know if like her brand is a company or if we're like hiring her as a consultant, but it does say honorarium, so I assume it's not with a company or anything. I don't know. Did everybody take a look at her profile? There's a lot of information here about endometriosis. What does everyone think? Abby's camera is off, so I assume he's like on Instagram checking out the profile. But did everyone else's camera is also off? So I don't know. Karishma says, I think $100 for this workshop is a good amount. Okay. Anyone else want to talk about it? What are their thoughts? I feel like I can't say much because we did, like, I'm part of SFU DNA too, and like we kind of overlapped a little bit briefly before she graduated. So I'll probably have to abstain from this motion since I do kind of know her, like not super well, but I know her a little bit. Yeah, just to be safe, I think I'm gonna abstain, but I'd really like to hear everyone's thoughts on the amount based on like, yeah.
You take a poll and then see who says yes and no. I think that would be quicker, easier.
Do I know? Okay, let me see if I can do a poll. Ooh, I can. And I think, I'm not sure if this is anonymous, but okay, let's see. What should the question be? Is $100 a good amount? Single choose yes or no. Okay, it's a simple yes or no poll. Launch polling. Let's do it. Oh my gosh, this polling feature is so cool. Okay, how do I show everybody the... It says 7 people out of 10 voted, but I assume, yeah, one of them is the other me. Okay, 8 out of 10 voted. That's good enough. I think one of them is me, and then maybe one of them is Christina, maybe. So I'm just gonna end polling. Can everybody see the, oh, here. Okay, it looks like 75% is saying yes, so I can move ahead with the motion. Okay. I'm gonna seek unanimous consent because it looks like the majority of people think $100 is a good amount. So all in favor, seeking unanimous consent, unmute your mic if you dissent or abstain. And
I'd like to abstain, please.
Yeah, me too. Okay.
I'm gonna abstain.
Okay.
Lack of information.
1, 2, 3. I think that's still majority. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Do we want the abstentions noted? Emily's nodding. Abby, are you?
I'd rather not be noted.
Okay. So me and Emily's abstentions are noted, but there's, okay, 3 abstentions. Emily and Jennifer abstain. Okay. Oh, it says they all have to be noted.
Oh,
Sorry,
well,
Abby.
That's okay.
Yeah, we can just say like either lack of information and knowing the speaker. Okay, cool. That motion is still carried, and we'll move on to discussion. Oh, Abby, do you want to go ahead?
I'm sorry, this is totally unrelated. This is from a previous item.
Oh.
Women of the Year. One of the bios got messed up. Donna Jones' bio got messed up.
We're actually discussing Women of the Year updates.
Oh, it is?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I put it on the agenda.
Then.
Okay, cool. But where did you find that? On
I may or
Facebook?
may not be in a group chat with them, and they may have posted it. That's all.
Okay, I'm just gonna move on to the other agenda item for now, and then we can talk about that later. So it's creating accessible neighborhoods workshop. I guess this is more of an update than like a discussion item, but basically I got an email from Creating Accessible Neighborhoods. I'll link their website in the chat. But they wanted to do a workshop with us, like a disability justice or disability awareness type of workshop. And they did host a development session with the SFSS board, and I found it super useful. But they were hoping to host a workshop with SFSS events. They do charge $150 per hour. And I also talked to SFU DNA, or SFU Disability and Neurodiversity Alliance, and they recommended the Disability Awareness and Disability Justice Workshop as the topics. But they also recommended hosting it at the beginning of next semester, because right now everyone's like suffering with midterms and finals. So this is probably more of an update, because it'll be like the next year, like the next board year's events committee and the next board year's events VP events and student affairs who's doing this. So it's more just like a heads up and yeah, type of thing. So nothing needs to be done about this for now. I'll be updating my successor about it, and yeah. Does anyone have any comments about creating accessible neighborhoods workshop? Now I'll move on to March event leads then. So we have some possible events for this month, but like, you know, we're winding down in the semester. I'm not expecting a lot, but I'm just gonna toss some ideas out there. So we could do the office trivia night, which is like hella delayed, zero waste workshop, public speaking workshop, resume and cover letter workshop, food workshop, maybe like exam study snacks. And it doesn't always have to be workshops. It can be like social media stuff. So I had this amazing idea that I was telling Emma about like right before this meeting, but oh my gosh, what if we did like an Instagram post and it was like your zodiac sign as events? So it would be like, let me try to find it. It'll be like, if you're an Aries, it would be like workout or dance event. Wait, Karishma, are you an Aries? Wait, no, you're not. Are you?
I'm a Cancer.
Wait, I can't. What?
Cancer.
Oh, okay. I have Cancer down as cooking workshops because they feel homey and cooking workshops are nice. And then I have Pisces down as sleeping in and missing the event, or maybe like a Bob Ross paint night. Wait, let me write that down. Bob Ross paint night. But yeah, if anyone loves zodiac signs, let me know because we can work on that together. It can be like a cute social media campaign thing. People are, oh my gosh, you know what, Ahad? You can literally do your sign as like, okay, you know what? Let me link you. I'm too excited about this. Let me link you the zodiac signs music playlist that I made. Maybe we should move away from the zodiac in case people don't believe in it, but like we can do like songs for like a certain mood or whatever. But yeah, okay, there's the playlist in the chat, but basically the Aries, Gemini, Scorpio, and Aquarius songs are so good. I love them. But yeah, that's something we can do. It doesn't have to be like, oh, we need to host a Zoom workshop. It can just be like a social media thing, because our December giveaways on social media, people loved them. Like they're complimenting us like on our Instagram DMs. So I don't know, what do people think? Heather, do you want to talk about the office trivia night right now, or just like you want to talk about it later?
Yeah, sure. You did send me the questions, so I'll try putting in the work order and everything, but I'm planning to like, what are the thoughts of planning to host it on March 29th on Monday? Because I've got 2 midterms next week, so I can't do it next week, so that's why. So I'm planning to host it by March 29th on a Monday, and I'll transfer all the questions to Kahoot and put in the work order and everything. We just need to figure out the gift card thingies. Planning to host it.
We actually did pass the motion on the gift cards already. We just never hosted the event, but we don't need to worry about the motion because it's already passed.
Oh, okay, perfect. Do you remember what were the gift cards?
I think it was pretty similar. Let me search in this handy.
You can always send me later.
Yeah, but I know, yeah, we approved like $450 for the trivia weeks as a whole.
Oh, okay,
it's like, yeah, it's like if you control F the events debrief doc for the office. This debrief doc is so handy. I love it. Okay, here, I'll link it for you in the chat.
Yeah, I already have it.
Okay, nice.
So yeah, so I'll just start getting on like the questions and put them to Kahoot as well. But one question, when do you want me to put a work order for that?
Whenever you think you're ready. Like it's not until March 29th, so
yeah, exactly.
It doesn't have to be super rushed. You can do it like today or tomorrow, maybe end of the week.
Okay, perfect, nice.
Oh wait, I need to double check if the work order was already put in. So I'll put that as an action item for myself and message you. Check. Okay. The other possible event I had here was zero waste workshop, but I'm not sure how it would go. I think here, I'll link it in the chat. So basically this was something I was thinking we could do. It would be like promoting sustainability, especially now that it's March and it's spring. We could be like, here are some tips that you can do to be more sustainable, like making a veggie scrap garden. You know, if you cut the bottom of a green onion and you put it in water and then you change the water every day, it grows, and then you have like unlimited green onion. Because if you cut it, it'll still grow. So it's like sustainability and you get to save money. So it doesn't have to be like a in-person workshop. I'm thinking maybe somebody could like do some research on some zero waste hacks and then like create a post maybe on Canva or like getting our communications department to do it and then just post it on our SFSS events Instagram, because like I like that it's asynchronous and people can like save that post. Is anyone interested in taking that on? So like just like doing research on sustainability stuff and then like ooh, Earth Hour. Is that Earth Hour or Earth Day? What is Earth Hour? Earth Hour. I've never heard about this. Huh, that would be, it's Saturday, March 27th. Okay, that's cool. Oh, Earth Day. When is Earth Day then? Thursday, April 22nd. Then what's the difference? I'm confused. Oh, Earth Hour is when you turn off your lights in support of nature. What? This is so weird. In my environmental psychology class, we learned that turning off your lights doesn't do as much as like the #1 contributors to like bad stuff in the environment, basically like fossil fuels, is like driving a car and then like taking a plane ride and then like having a child, eating meat, etc. So I don't think turning off your lights does anything, but it's a cool campaign. So March 27th or April 22nd. Maybe we can have more than one post. It's like a chill, like if you want to do research, collaborate with like on-campus sustainability groups, put out some posts. Please like put your name in the chat or something. Should I do another poll? I feel like people are more engaged when I do a poll. What if I did a poll on doing a poll? Like, should I do a poll? Vote yes or no on the poll. But yeah, what are people's thoughts? Is anyone paying attention? Wow, Abby, you're shaking your head. I'm gonna impeach you.
I'd like to see you try.
Wow. Oh no, this is recorded. Okay, whatever. Fiona says, if it's zero waste, I can help since I always do that normally to save money. Same. Oh my gosh. I feel like my house has a plastic bag full of plastic bags to be reused. Okay, cool. So Fiona's down to help out. I think I would be down to like talk to other groups as well. Emma is down to help out. Okay, Fiona, Emma. Okay, cool. We will just stay in touch through Discord. I'll make a group chat or something. Okay, some other options is like a public speaking workshop, but I feel like that might have to be for next semester. So my successor will have to take that on. It would be we should have done this in the summer. So because everyone's like looking for jobs in the fall and stuff. When do people usually look for jobs and internships? If you're looking for summer jobs, it would be right now, but I don't think we have capacity to take it on right now, right? Give me a react or an F in the chat if you don't have capacity. Okay. Yeah, I feel like we're kind of busy. So I'll probably just let my successor know about these cool ideas and then she can take it on. And then we could do, who wants to do exam study snacks? Except it doesn't have to be a workshop. it can be like one of those swipeable Instagram posts with the recipes. Okay. Abby, oops. Oh my gosh, this is so interesting. Fiona is in like every food workshop we have, except Fiona, you're in Aries. So I need to refine my Zodiac post a little bit. Okay. I'll write down infographic recipes. Cool. Do we want to do any giveaways? Because I feel like we still have a bunch of money left in our budget. Okay. What are people's thoughts? If we do like a zero waste workshop, we can have like a giveaway for people who comment, and then they can win like a sustainability gift card or something. Same with the food one. Oh no, then we'd have to amend the agenda to. Okay, can we do that really quick? What are people's thoughts? Please speak up now. We don't have much time. Do we want to do a giveaway to facilitate engagement and have people comment so they can win gift cards? Why not? People love giveaways.
You have to amend the agenda.
Is that the only reason you don't want to do giveaways?
Yes.
Okay, well, my vote is yes. Okay, people are saying yes, so I'm gonna amend the agenda. I'm so sorry, Christina. Okay. Be it resolved to approve. I'm just going to do it in one motion so we don't have to do it separately. Please type in the chat how much money we should give and how many gift cards, etc. My meetings are too chaotic. Okay, 25 times 2. Maybe we can do the same as trivia nights where it's like, I want to do 200. Oh my gosh, every events committee meeting, I have to do math. Okay. Let's say like 3, maybe. 3 prizes. $25 each. What's 25 times 3 times 2? Can someone help me out? Okay, if we want to do 2 separate giveaways, one for zero waste sustainability, one for food workshop, and then each has 3 gift cards, $25 each, 150. I'll take your word for it. Add a contingency. Should we just like do 200 to even it out and then sort it out later? Can someone throw out some random numbers so we can do the motion? Do I need to show my work? No, I'll just trust you, even though you didn't want to do the amended agenda. Okay. Is $200 good? Okay, Abby, you can go ahead.
Yeah, $200 is fine.
For social media giveaways for March. No, it shouldn't be March. I feel like some of this is March. Okay. I have the motion. I will move to amend the agenda to include this motion. Be it resolved to approve $200 for social media giveaways for March and April. Okay. I think I need 2/3 majority or something. So wait, first, can I get a seconder? We're amending the agenda with this.
Abby.
Thanks, Abby. All in favor, seeking unanimous consent, unmute your mic if you dissent or abstain. Okay, so that amendment to add this on the agenda carries. Now we're back to the main motion. Be it resolved to approve $200 for social media giveaways for March and April. So for the budget, it would be $25 per post. Does everyone understand the math? I feel like this is too chaotic, but I'll try to lay it out as clearly as I can. It's $25 per gift card. But since we have 2 separate projects, the sustainability one and the food one, we should have 3 winners at $25 each. So 3 times 25 is 75. 75 plus 75 is 150. I'm imagining quarters now. Yeah, that's right. And then add a contingency for like an even $200. Okay. Just to test if anybody was listening and if anybody understands what I just said, Emma, can I call on you to explain how I got $250? Or anybody? Okay, Emma's staying muted, but maybe Abby, I can call on you because your camera's on. Can you explain the math to every?
So what I got was $200 plus contingency. That's how much attention I paid.
Okay. It's $25 per gift card. So each winner will win a gift card. There'll be 3 winners who win $25 gift cards. And there'll be 6 winners because there's 3 winners per project, 1 for sustainability, 1 for food. So 3 winners for sustainability, 3 winners for food. You combine that, that's 6 winners at $25 each. What's 6 times 25? That's 150, but then add a contingency, it's 200. Okay. Yeah, like a $50 contingency. Because I feel like if we want to do like a sustainability, if we change our mind and if we want to like mail out a sustainability kit, it might get expensive with the shipping, which is why there's the $50 contingency. Okay, now I'm going to call on a random person to explain this to make sure you all get it. Okay. Emma says $200 is fine. Karishma, are you okay to explain the price? Okay, actually, no, let's do a vote right now. We don't have the time. So all in favor, seeking unanimous consent. Unmute your mic if you dissent or abstain. Okay, cool. That motion is carried. Thanks, Emma. Bye. Christina, yeah?
Did we have a mover and a seconder for this? Because I think we only had it for passing the agenda as amending it.
Okay, never mind. I hate Robert's rules so much. We can redo it. Can I get a mover for this
I'll move.
motion? Thanks, Abby. Can I get a seconder?
Karishma.
Thanks, Karishma. Okay, for discussion, I'll go over it again. There will be 6 winners, 3 winners per project, 3 for sustainability, 3 for food. There's 6 winners total, $25 per gift card or gift prize thing, which amounts to $150. Add a $50 contingency for any shipping or extra costs. Does that make sense to everybody? Please say yes in the chat if it does make sense. Okay, everyone's saying yes. People are giving thumbs up. Okay, now we'll move on to a vote. I'm so sorry this is so chaotic, but we only have meetings every 2 weeks, so we gotta pass this now. All in favor, seeking unanimous consent. Unmute your mic if you dissent or abstain. Okay, that motion is carried. Okay, now we're back to discussion items, but we're running out of time, so I'm just gonna move on to events committee social. Just put it in the chat if you're down to have a social to end off the year and thank everyone for the awesome work. We can sort this out through Discord. But yeah, I just wanted to see if people want to do a social or if people are like, I'm sick of your face. But people are saying yes in the chat, so that's awesome. It'll be totally optional. You don't have to come, but you know, we can have some fun Among Us games. Okay, next discussion item, Women's Personal Safety Workshop. Dipti, do you want to go ahead?
Hi, yes. So we finally have a date, March 16th from 2:30 to 4:30. We are planning Women Personal Safety and Self-Defense Workshop. This is just a part of the 2 days post Women of the Year Award workshop that we're planning. And Jennifer, can you explain the event on 17th or 15th?
Oh, like the thank you to all the winners and everything?
Yes.
That's still kind of tentative because we did have to push back some things, but ideally we were looking for a platform so all the winners and nominees could come in and like talk about their achievements and then maybe network a little bit. It's more of like an open social. I don't want to say networking because, you know, but it's like a social event, not like a structured workshop.
Okay, I will share the poster once I have, Sindhu's actually working on it. I created Google Forms, so attendees they'll need to fill up the form. Once we have forms completed a day before the workshop, I will send out a Zoom link to everyone. And unfortunately, we cannot record this workshop because the instructors are not comfortable sharing all the content of the workshop. So I guess that is fine. But yeah, if you have any question, concern, let me know.
Okay, cool. And just to recap, did you say there was a specific date set for this already?
Oh, this is March 16th.
Oh, okay. Is there a time?
2:30 to 4:30.
Okay. March 16th, 2:30 to 4:30. Is anyone free at that time? I remember some people saying they were, but anyway, please. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was thinking to keep it open for everyone, like not only SFU student, but for everyone. I'm sure they'll be more than.
Okay, so we can promote it. It just won't be recorded.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. Was that everything that you wanted to talk about this topic?
Yes, that's it. But please help us share this information so we get more and more attendees can take advantage of this workshop.
So please don't just ignore Discord messages because once everything's out, I'm just gonna like spam the Discord channel. So be sure to check it out. And mark down March 16th, 2:30 to 4:30 on your calendar. I know for a fact multiple people can make it. Fiona, did you? Oh, Fiona, that was from a while ago. Do you want to speak now?
Yes, so I had a person try and fill in the survey for the Women Choice Award. There's no environmental faculty. So like the two candidates for environment. It doesn't exist.
Like for the votes? That's because no one from environment was nominated. So.
But there was two on the website.
Hold on, let me see.
That might have been from last year because I got confused as well.
Women of the Year Awards 2021. There's two of them under environment.
Let me message. Okay. This is so chaotic. Okay, I'll get that sorted and now message the Discord with updates. Okay. Any discussion on women's personal safety workshop? Oh, Abby, go ahead.
Sorry, I just want to double check. I know Fiona mentioned this part. So are we also addressing Women of the Year here, or is that for the next point?
That was supposed to be SFSS Women of the Year Awards update, but it's fine. We can discuss it now.
Okay. So like I mentioned, I don't know if this is happening for other candidates, but one of the candidates' sections is just totally wrong.
Which one?
So Idana Jones, her section for how has the nominee demonstrated that they advocate for positive changes in society, it's just totally incorrect.
But
like
which faculty?
Political science, so RFS. So, and the person who nominated her has the email with what she wrote, and what she wrote is totally different than what's in the box. She's got the receipts.
Hey, what the heck? Why is my name here? I did not want to be on here. Okay, I'll sort that out. Yeah, like I did not sign anything, so we will sort that out. But what was the name of the person?
Idana Jones.
Okay. I will double check on that and update the Discord. Okay. Cool. I guess I can move on to the next update on the agenda. If no one has anything else to say about Women of the Year awards or the Women's Personal Safety. Okay, cool. I'll move on to Black History Month update. Oh no, we're kind of over time, but basically we could not host a lot of what we wanted to because of we didn't have capacity, but we did host a food workshop. You can find the post-event report here. Okay, moving on, announcements. Next Wednesday at 12:30, there will be a Hosting Inclusive Events workshop. And this Friday at 11 a.m., there'll be an SFSS events and SFU Recreation Instagram Live food workshop. So be sure to check those out. And also, just check the Discord. I'll post everything there. We can save meeting time that way. Okay, I gotta join the meeting now. Sorry for the long meeting, but it is what it is. So be it resolved to adjourn the meeting at 1:32 p.m. Can I get a mover?
Heather.
Thanks, Heather. Can I get a seconder?
Abby.
Thanks, Abby. All in favor, seeking unanimous consent? Unmute your mic if you dissent or abstain. Okay, cool. Meeting is adjourned at 1:32 p.m. I'm going to stop the recording.